Hey guys! Well, I wanted to make a video of how I went from my dark hair to blonde. So, pretty much I'm just gonna, I guess, give you step by step on what I did to achieve this color. Yeah, so let me start. Very first thing I did, I purchased all my products at Sally's, so that's where I went to go get them. The very first thing you would need is bleach. So I used the L'Oreal Quick Blue. This is the bleach that I use to dye my hair. Now in this bucket, there are 2 bags of powder. So, and it also includes this little scoop that you can, pretty much you judge it by, it says 1 scoop. You measure by 1 scoop, and then you have the developer that you put in the your little thing. I actually used a different box thing, like a little storage ones, because I had to actually use 4 scoops, and I have a lot more product. It would have overflowed, so that's why I couldn't use this, but I'm just showing you guys as an example. But yeah, I used 4 scoops, and I actually ended up using 2.5 of the developer. So every scoop is 2.5. That's what I did. Here it actually gives you the option going 1.5, excuse me, to 2.5. Just depending on what it is, because there's like off scalp application, off scalp open air application, or on scalp application only. So I used the on scalp. So I actually bleached my hair a long time ago, and when I actually just applied the 1.5 for the developer, it was too pasty for me, and it made it very difficult for me to, like, start dyeing my hair, or excuse me, bleaching my hair. So I ended up doing the whole 2.5 instead. So yeah, and just to show you, this is the actual developer that I used. It's the Ion Sensitive Scalp one, 30 developer. I definitely recommend this one if you have sensitive skin, or just like you get that burning sensation every time you use that product. Like, I absolutely recommend that product to use. So I know the other one's a little cheaper, but when I went to Sally's to buy it, like, literally the only difference, it was like maybe 50 cents. So I mean, obviously I ended up buying this one instead of the other one. So yeah, so pretty much what you do, excuse me, is you get the powder and you start dumping, like, however scoop you have. Like I said, my hair is really long, so I had to use 4 scoops. So in that, I use, for every scoop you put 2.5. So I actually measured it with a little measuring cup that I have. So I put all the developer in here, I poured it in here, and then you start to, turn it, make sure it all mixes well, because you want it, definitely a good creamy look to it. So once you have it all, like, completely done, it shouldn't take you too long, what I ended up doing is because I usually split my hair in the middle, so that's what I did. I split my hair in the middle, and I actually separated it into just 2 parts because I didn't want to do 4. And I actually worked myself from the bottom to the top, because from the top, my hair, like I mentioned earlier, or did I mention it? I actually have I have dark brown hair, but maybe from right here and down it has a little bit of a different color, because, like how I mentioned, like, I bleached my hair a long time ago and that color was still on, so it was sort of like this golden brown in there. So because of that, I actually had to work from my bottom to the top, because my hair was already pretty much, like, the virgin hair was on top, and that's like the clean hair that had no, like, any dye or anything on it. So, and that actually, once you put on bleach, like, that color, like, sticks on even more. So that's why right now my hair is kind of uneven. Like, this is so much lighter than this. But yeah. Okay, so I definitely separated different sections. Like, I went from the top, or excuse me, the bottom to top, and just little, separated, I don't know how much, like an inch or so, or maybe even half an inch in the top, and you just you know, go like this and like this. But once again, don't do it that way. It's like so you start from the bottom, so you go like this and you work yourself up. That's if you had some previous dye, because obviously this is going to take longer to develop. Okay, so once that you completed all your hair, you know, everything is completely, I waited about 35 minutes or so, because it took me a while to actually do my whole hair. It has been a while since I actually decided to dye my hair, so because of the time it took me to do this, I didn't want to wait as, like, it usually tells you to wait like 45 to 50 minutes or so. I didn't want to wait too long because I was scared that it would have, you know, really damaged my my hair. But for the people who really haven't dyed their hair in such a long time, you should wait the whole 45 to 50 minutes. I remember one time the last time when I bleached my hair and I didn't wait it, the color was like really orange, like it was really badly orange. And when it's that color, that means that you haven't bleached it enough. And while I was doing, so once I washed out my hair, once again, there was an area right here that was actually black. It was like really dark, like I totally like missed it, or so I had to actually re-bleach that section, and then I just went over a little bit my whole hair so everything can be more even. And so the first day I did the bleach. The next day I actually redid some areas that were not bleached at all. So I didn't do it both in the same day. So just letting you guys know that, because you don't want to damage your hair. So okay, so after I did my second bleach the next day, I decided to do my toner right after, because it's supposed to be on kind of wet hair, you know. So for the toner, I actually bought the Wella Color Charm T18 Lightest Ash Blonde. That's the color I bought. So because I have long hair, 2 of these boxes were actually perfect. It was enough for my hair. So yeah, and on top of that, I actually put in a couple drops of the 050 Cooling Violet. So just put a couple of these, and it actually just helps with like toning the color, so that's why I did that. So yeah, once again, I poured 2 of the boxes, you know, of it in, and then with the box you have to put 2.0 fluid ounces. So, and I ended up using this one because they actually didn't have the sensitive one for this kind. It was sold out in the Sally's that I went to, so I just ended up buying this. So once again, I just poured it in there, then the toner inside it, mix it again, you know, and then I totally forgot, I added just a couple of drops of the other one. It's this violet one. So you mix it all together, and then you achieve the color. And it comes out like a little more purple, so don't be scared if you're like, oh my gosh, that's quick. It actually, like, the violet color actually really helps like tone the brassiness, you know. So so like if you have that orange color, you know, it'll definitely help. So once again, I separated in 2 sections, and I did the exact same thing. Like I actually went from top to bottom as well, just in case, because I was trying to go into that the same flow, and it actually works. It worked well. Like, it achieved this color. So obviously if you want to do that, you will get this color. Let me see. Like I said, I don't really like the color. I'm definitely going to go for a different, a little darker. So tomorrow I will be filming the color that I'm going to be doing. So who knows, maybe you guys want that color instead. So I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, I mean, I think I covered the step-by-step of what you have to do. I'm not sure if I left anything out, but if I did, please, you know, leave me a comment and let me know if you have any questions or anything, you know. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I hope I helped you guys. Alright, bye guys.